3 hours. 3 hours later. Wow, this is a long one, mate. It's a good job I don't feel prep brain yet. Moving forward, whole new mindset, and that will bring a whole new look because the stress level is kept to a minimum. So let's get it. Right guys, so first exercise is going to be an incline cuffed clavicular fly. This is part of the new program that we've got set up, so really targeting that top line. Starting off with incline first. This is a really good movement to feel your upper chest. Putting the cuffs on, make sure they're not at your wrists and they're set just near your elbow. You know, lead with the elbows and really squeeze that upper chest. And just make sure you're tucking the elbows underneath here and you're not pulling all the way back here, because that's going to put a lot of strain on your front delt. And that's what this workout's about, to show you some tips on keeping them elbows tucked under and really using your pecs instead of using your front delt. Something I used to do a lot in chest training, and now I'm not doing it. I've seen massive benefits to my chest and it's starting to grow, so that is super exciting. We'll move into set 2, another feeder set, and just slowly titrate that weight up as we go. Another thing you will notice, guys, is on this movement, just to show you, when I am performing the eccentric portion of the movement, I'm keeping my wrist turned this, I'm not turning it, I'm turning this way. So as I do reach the top of the movement, my wrists supinate inwards underneath. It's like I'm scooping under and getting maximum contraction in my chest. Whereas if I go like this, I'll lose a bit of that tension, and as I turn, my chest is now fully contracted. I'm getting I'm challenging that, you know, that shortened position there and really squeezing the center of the pecs. And that's how you get a full chest from, you know, outer to inner pec. A lot of people are lagging that center chest, that upper center chest, and in men's physique, in, you know, bodybuilding, you need a full, complete physique, and the top line really does matter. So make sure you're turning the hands in, make sure you're getting a full contraction, and make sure you're not going too heavy with this movement.
That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make bun. I gave the plug to my nigga, I gave the game to my sons. Yeah. That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make bun. I gave the plug to my nigga, I gave the game to my son. You need to learn the recipe, gotta put a 3 on a 1. Like the plug to the socket, unconnect. I get bored, I might give away a nigga. That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make bun. He wanna be a superstar, I bought my magazine. For his birthday, got him a clock hold more than 17. I been on Adderall, I been on gasoline. I had some Haitian with me, they got the poke and bean. I did new registration, I did some new saline. They line up at the wood, doctor acting like some fiend. I microwave a pound, I never cut the lean. I got dope in my blood, it's for the promethazine. You need some Molly in your drink to boost your self-esteem. I'm in the mirror every day, say fuck them Levi jeans. He wanna be a superstar, I bought my magazine. I can't be a role model, cause I'm a trapping king. That yellow Lambo.
So with this movement, guys, as you can see, I'm using a wider set cable stack, and the reason for that is because it is a fly movement. When you use a closer cable stack, you can't get that full stretch through the pecs. However, with our next movement, it is a cable press, an incline cable press, so a similar movement, but a pressing version. We want to utilize like a shorter length cable stack that's a bit close together, because you're just doing a press. You don't want to be really wide on that press. You want to be tucked in, elbows nice and tight. So I will run through that and I will explain it. But when you're doing this movement, ensure you pick the wide cable stack, and you can get that real deep stretch in the chest, and it enables you to just get that wide fly, because that's how we want to be performing the fly movement. We want our arms and our elbows to converge across the sternum like we're hugging a tree. And that is everything really for this movement. And just make sure you are, you know, taking sets of failure but not going too heavy.
That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make fun. I gave the plug to my nigga, I gave the game to my son. You need to learn the recipe, gotta put a 3 on a 1. Like the plug to the socket, unconnect. I get bored, I might give away a neck. That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make fun. I caught a Porsche and it made me more ambitious. Got foreign cars in my driveway, I'm a misfit. Holding up on farms, down bad I starved. Had to buy me a car, living like the largest. Trying to avoid these charges, don't know your heart. Came out of the apartment, you drowning flawless. 7-figure endorsements, cut hair like Rodman. I ain't come for bargaining, I'm doing too marvelous. Trapped out on the dead end, in the house get lost in. Filling off like a faucet, Rolex with the outfit. Count money with a passion, stretch it out like elastic. Ball without no basket, bitch wrapped in plastic. That yellow Lambo.
Such a good movement. So this movement, as I said, we're doing it on a closer cable stack. Reason being, I'm trying to keep them elbows tucked in close to the body. When it's a wide cable stack, I'm not able to do so. It kind of hinders me and puts me in a different position. So keep the elbows tucked in, converge together. Each cable is unilateral. Using unilateral movement here, so you're firing with each pec individually. So if you do have imbalances, it corrects that and takes care of that. And yeah, it's just an all-round great movement. So incorporate this into your chest training. I suppose you could do this flat, but we're doing it incline today, working on that top line and just slowly again building those sets up and building that weight up. But right now, this is probably my all-time favorite chest movement. Something I've only just incorporated in the new program, and it's already paying off and working well, so we're going to keep it in.
I'm doing too marvelous, trapped out on the dead end, in the house get lost in, filling off like a faucet, Rolex with the outfit, count money with a passion, stretch it out like elastic, ball without no basket, bitch wrapped in plastic. That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make fun. I gave the plug to my nigga, I gave the game to my son. You need to learn the recipe, gotta put a 3 on a 1. Like the plug to the socket, unconnect. I get bored, I might give away a neck. That yellow Lambo outside, but when I trapped in the sun, that green Ferrari sitting outside when I couldn't make fun.
Yeah, so we're going to work with this. We're going to do 5 sets because we're programmed to do 4. But I always believe if you're really feeling an exercise, maybe just add a little bit more volume in because you're feeling it. So, you know, utilize that exercise and carry it through on your physique and make sure, you know, you're using movements that you feel. And it's not always set in stone. That number on the paper, that number in the program is not always the number that you need to hit. If you can get more reps to failure. You know, don't be setting a program to a T because it's not always, you know, how the body wants to do it. So do what's right for you.
Now blue flashing lights, turn those blue lights into the strobe light. My blue flashing lights, maybe fairy light. Those blue lights into the strobe light, maybe even fairy light. Now blue flashing lights. Don't you run when you hear the sirens coming. When you hear the sirens coming, you better not run 'cause the sirens are coming for you. What have you done? You went to school that day. Was a bit late, but it was a Monday. Get out the class, go answer it back. You apologize, was no harm in that. What have you done? There's no need to run. If you done nothing wrong,
Yeah. Leaving that ego at the door. Probably just go up to 220s aside. That's another thing I've been doing with chest training. Just not expecting to match my back days and match my shoulder days because they're very strong body parts. Just taking a little pull back on that weight. I'm not saying go super, super light, but take a little pull back and do moderate weights, higher reps and squeeze the chest. And then your chest will grow.
when you hear the sirens coming, you better not run 'cause the sirens are coming for you. What have you done? You went to school that day. Was a bit late, but it was a Monday. Get out the class, go answer it back. You apologize, was no harm in that. What have you done? There's no need to run. If you done nothing wrong, your life should just pass you by. What have you done? There's no need to run. If you done nothing wrong, your life should just pass you by.
It's all that Spanish food. Tapas. So checked in today. Oh, we had a refeed yesterday actually. We had a moderate high day. So me and Cal came up with a game plan that we don't want to dig, as I was saying before, we don't want to dig too far. So we'll dig a little bit and then we'll add a moderate high day, see how that affects the body, and then gain that, collect that data, and then move forward with that data. So yesterday we had 600 grams of carbs, we had 80 grams of fat, and we had 240 grams of protein. So we just pulled that protein down by 40 grams just to compensate for that extra, you know, increase in carbohydrates. And this is the result. So feeling full, still feeling lean. And this is a good point now. X amount of weeks out. So we've got one more set on here and then we'll move on. Third exercise. This one. So we're on to the third exercise now. Is this third exercise? Fourth exercise? Fourth exercise. Prep brain is officially beginning. So fourth exercise, this is the final movement on the chest, and it's just gonna be a low incline dumbbell fly, and we're just holding the stretch position for about 1.5 seconds. So 12 to 15 reps. So we're into the tricep portion now of this workout. We haven't got any delts in this day. We've programmed side delts throughout the week on different days, and we haven't really got a specific shoulder day because obviously my delts are quite overpowering. So we're trying to limit that in terms of presses and focus on chest, focus on top line, and then throw in side delts 3 times a week, but on different days. So now we're heading into a crossbody tricep extension with the cables. We're gonna get 4 sets in, 15 to 20 reps, high reps here. And then we've got one more movement, which is the French press, and we've got to do some abs as well. So we'll run you through the rest of this workout, and we might get a bit of posing in as well. Right, final movement. We're gonna do a French press. We're gonna use a bar. We're gonna do it on cables instead of doing it with, you can do this with dumbbells and you can do it with a free bar, but I like to use cables. Do it on here actually. And then I like to do it standing. Just gotta be careful and watch your lower back on this one. So get down, slick it up. We're just gonna press above the head. Right guys, a little bit heavier, chest up, elbows tucked. Lead with the triceps. Nice stretch.